Hi, my name is Morgan Denker, and I'm going to present my case study over Discover the Forest, the U.S. Forest Service PSA campaign. A quick overview of the issue. First off, people are moving to urban and suburban areas. Away from nature, they have busier schedules. There's a lack of awareness and access to nature. And children and families aren't using the benefits that nature provides. Some of these benefits include lower stress levels, providing an outlet for fitness. It has an opportunity to build strong immune system in children. And there's a likelihood of these children developing environmentally friendly ideas in the future by being environmentally conscious. The goal of this campaign was to raise awareness of the benefits of nature and to increase exploration of nature. Approaches used by the U.S. Forest Service included forest animals talking directly to children, information being presented to parents and caregivers of children. In this process, they use Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as ads on television, radio, outdoor media, and the web. A little bit of background about the U.S. Forest Service. In 1876, the Federal Forest Management Program started under the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They were not officially the U.S. Forest Service until 1905, when President Theodore Roosevelt put the Forest Reserve responsibilities under this new office. Their goal was to create an agency to sustain healthy forests for future generations. The mission of this organization is to sustain the health and diversity and protection of the nation's forests and grasslands to meet the needs of present and future generations. Their vision includes a long list, including things such as being a leader for the land, having a caring and nurturing place for their employees, being efficient and productive as an organization, being responsible and accountable to perform effectively. And some of their guiding principles and values include using the best scientific knowledge, using ecological approaches to management, forming partnerships with other organizations to help achieve their own goals, and maintaining high ethical standards. So, in their history, they've had several major events. Two of their very well-known campaigns are Smokey Bear and Woodsy Owl. These campaigns have lasted a long time. Smokey Bear has been with us for over 50 years. He is a symbol to promote fire safety. His slogan is, "Only you can prevent forest fires." Woodsy Owl is a friend of Smokey. He's a symbol for anti-pollution. Woodsy Owl's slogan is, "Give a hoot, don't pollute." For an in-depth exploration of the situation, I took a look at the public's responses to this campaign. Through several search methods, I looked at search results, Facebook posts, blog boards, and website reviews. As you can see, search results discovered that the third most, the search related to Discover the Forest included Discover the Forest commercial annoying. When I explored this issue more, I found things on blogs such as commercials I hate. In this blog, there was a board. It talked about how people were upset that they weren't warning of the dangers of the outdoors when they were encouraging children to go outside. Also the fact that they were encouraging children to visit the website before going outside. Facebook posts included things like Facebook posts directly to their wall and Facebook reviews. The posts directly to their wall were typically negative, such as these annoying commercial comments, whereas Facebook reviews were usually positive, rating them with 5 stars often, and encouraging the campaign. Website reviews were also positive. I found this nonprofit organization called Common Sense Media. On Common Sense Media, they review media in all sorts of forms to see if it's appropriate for children. Common Sense Media found that Discover the Forest website was appropriate for children and their families. They said it was an educational way to find forests to explore and encourage people to get outside. Now, I looked a little bit into the business impact of the situation. I looked at the National Visitor Use Monitoring Program. This program is conducted every 5 years at each national forest. So, in the 5-year program, it's condensed into the newest year. So, the information I found were only on 3 years, 2014 to 2016. There was no information available before or after these years. In this information, I found a couple interesting results. In 2014, visitors to national forests were significantly lower than in 2015. Same thing with the percent of visitors in national forests under the age of 16. I looked at under the age of 16 because this campaign is directly focused on children. And as you can see, the jump from 2015 to 2016 is down. So although we did increase from 2014 to 16 in the total number of visitors, the percentage actually ended up going down over those 3 years. I also looked at a reputational impact. This organization used partnerships with a couple different places. I focused on the Smurfs and the Lorax. They worked with the Smurfs 2 movie. They encouraged children to get outside and reconnect with nature by using these relatable characters that children were watching in the movies. This is also the case with the Lorax. The Lorax is really interesting though. This movie includes related themes. The Lorax is very environmentally conscious and uses these themes to promote dialogue between children and parents. Tom Tidwell, the U.S. Forest Service chief, actually said, "This is an opportunity to start a dialogue about the inherent value of forests and the importance of sustainable management." Now, there were a couple different problems present in this case. The first I saw that was very important is that there's no clear finish line. There was not a time-oriented goal in this campaign. We like to use SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Important here is that we didn't have that timely factor. And also, we did not have a system of evaluation to look at the campaign during or after. So at least there were no public documents showing this campaign result. There could be some within the organization though. Now to look at the outcomes. There were some positive and some negatives in this campaign. What went well is that we increased awareness of forests and benefits to people from the outdoors. It also improved visits over time. We saw that in my graph that 2014 to 16 increased significantly. What did not go well is that there were many comments on annoying and upsetting commercials. The percentages of children actually decreased over time, which is also a worry considering this campaign is directly aimed at children to increase participation. Some of the key takeaways from this case study are that this case proves there's an ability for nonprofit organizations to succeed in such a big task. There's also an important thing to think about is that length could be a limiting factor. This campaign lasted from 2009 to the current. There's no end in sight. This could lead to those annoying comments and makes it a little bit difficult to continue this case. It's also difficult to judge attitudes without surveying directly. On those annoying comments, we're not for sure where we're getting off on the case, on the topic. So this would require a little additional research on our part or on the campaign's part to see where we're throwing off the publics. Well, that was my case study. Thank you very much for listening.